Welcome back, my dear sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. We are so happy you are here. You are most welcome. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul, and we are an early retirement, debt and mortgage-free couple living in the state of New York. Today, we're going to be comparing some prices to save some money on food. We're going to turn leftovers into a delectable full meal to feed like 4 people. And we're also going to show you how we are starting to get ready for our gardens. What we're doing after the winter, turning over the soil, showing you our fig trees. So just a bunch of what we hope are encouraging hints and tips to help you on your frugal journey. The first thing we want to share is how Paul and I do our food shopping. We haven't done a full grocery haul in a while. We have just been eating out of our freezer and our pantry. Then we were away for a while. We just didn't need a bunch of stuff. We've been buying some fresh fruits, vegetables, and milk, basically. But I think pretty soon we're going to have to get into the stores again because there's some great sales coming up. Remember what we always tell you. Please don't buy things if you don't eat them, even if they are a good price. Only buy what you truly need, what you truly eat. Paul and I don't eat beans, so we're not going to buy cases of beans. It doesn't make sense for us, even if they are a great economical food. So what we're going to do is show you how we compare prices from one week to the next and how that technique saves us a ton of money. If you are not getting your local food store flyers delivered to your home, call the store, ask them if they can be delivered. If they will not allow those flyers to be delivered, make sure you download your store's app on your smartphone. And if you don't have a smartphone, then please rely on the paper flyers your store gives you every week. Also, make sure you sign up for your store's loyalty card. This little card will save you a ton of money. We actually got the Food Lion and the Kroger one for when we buy food at the Little House down in South Carolina. So even if you're on vacation and you know there are stores nearby, get that loyalty card. It will save you so much money. Make sure that you ask for it at the courtesy desk. Ask for flyers at the courtesy desk. If you're having trouble with the app, that's what the courtesy desk at your local food store is there to help you with. So just some money saving tips. Now I want to get over to the flyers and show you what Paul and I do from one week to the next in comparison to save us money. So I'm going to show you how sometimes pausing to wait before we buy our food until the next week can save us some money. I have 2 flyers here. I have ShopRite flyer for this week, and I have the ShopRite flyer for next week. I get it delivered a week ahead in our mailbox, which is great. So before I head to the store, I compare the 2 flyers. And let me show you what I mean by waiting sometimes will save you some money. And also at times, if you are brand specific, this can also save you some money. Let's look at this week's flyer. We're seeing fresh antibiotic-free Norwegian salmon fillets, responsibly raised, non-GMO, $9.99 a pound. Well, I look at next week and they have salmon fillets again, $8.99. That's $1 difference. So the $1 difference is this is from the Atlantic. So is it worth the $1 difference if you eat salmon? That's entirely up to you. But if you do wait a week, you're going to save $1 a pound. So right there, that's one comparison. Tomatoes on the vine this week are 99 cents. We look ahead to next week, the Roma tomatoes are 99. Which tomato would you prefer? Do you want to hold out for the Romas, or are you happy with the tomatoes on the vine? The same thing with coffee. Here's where brand loyalty can come in. You've got chock full of nuts this week. At $1.99, you're saving $2.70. And that's for the regular size 10 to 13 ounce can. We go to next week, and the Maxwell House is $1.99. So if you prefer Maxwell House, then you wait a week. We see that fresh broccoli is on sale this week for 99 cents. That is a great deal. So you would probably pick that up because it is not showing on sale next week. Tree Ripe Grove Select Orange Juice, 99 cents. That is a great price. It is from concentrate. Next week, Minute Maid from concentrate will be $2.50. It is a little bit larger. It's 59 ounces instead of the 52 ounces, but it's going to cost you $1.50 more. So you may want to stock up the week before when it's 99 cents for the other brand. This week, Hanover frozen vegetables are $1.25, 10 to 14 ounce bag. Next week, we've got the Pick Sweet vegetables, 2 for $3, so that's $1.50, which means it's gone up, and the size is smaller, 9 to 10 ounce. So obviously, this would be the week to buy frozen vegetables, $1.25, and I would get the biggest bag, the 14 ounce, whatever veggies are in there. That's a great deal. This week, we have Bowl and Basket English muffins, 6-pack for $1.49. If you're not brand specific, this would be the time to buy English muffins because next week, Thomas's are on sale for $1.99. That is a 50 cents difference. It's a great price if you are partial to Thomas's, but again, that's up to you. And remember, if it tells you to load the digital coupon, make sure you load that digital coupon onto the ShopRite app or whatever food store you're using. That coupon has got to be loaded before you check out. Next week, I'll tell you the 2 things we will be going in for. 80% lean ground beef, $2.79. That is a great price right now for beef. Russet potatoes, 5 pounds, are $1.49 next week. This week, they're $3.99. This is what I mean by stopping, waiting, comparing your prices. These flyers are online a week ahead. Just look up your specific store. As I would do, ShopRite preview flyer, Food Lion preview flyer, Acme preview flyer. And if you have this week's in, you can check next week's flyer against it and see which prices are better. We hope that was helpful. It's just really looking and saying, okay, I've got 2 flyers I can compare. So if you don't get the physical flyer, they're always online. So take advantage of that and look from one week to the next. See what sale is coming up. That ground beef was a great price. So if I needed ground beef this week, well, you know I'm not going to buy it. Just like I am not buying potatoes this week again. I will wait till next week till they are on sale. That saves a ton of money. Now, let's turn the camera around and we're going to get outside just for a few minutes, see what we're doing with our garden, see how our winterized fig trees are doing. Just get ready for some warmer weather so we can start growing some food. Here we go. This is our pumpkin patch down on our lower property. We did rake it out in the fall, but as you can see, more leaves fell. And there are also mounds in the pumpkin patch. We are not going to be growing the pumpkins in mounds this year. It did not work for us. So we need to knock those mounds down, hoe them out, and turn the soil over just to get it ready for planting. Hopefully by mid-May, we will be able to get in there, get the plants going, and start our gardens. It's just been so cold here. Over the winter, we lose tree branches, as you can see, pulling them out of the property line, just cleaning up as we go along after a long, cold winter.
Well, we took our fig trees out of our shed. They were in there all winter long to protect them. And this is them in the containers. And we took them out, put them in the sun today because it's warm out right now. We watered them real good. And we have these beautiful little buds. And if you can see, they're starting to bud. So we're looking forward to some nice figs. But we got to put them back in the shed tonight because it's still cold. Here's another one. Look at this beauty. So there you go, container gardening at its best.
So we have been busy outside. It is still too cold here in the Northeast to put anything in the ground, actually past mid-April at this point. Those fig trees did so well over the winter. I am so thrilled. We are getting there slow but sure. Hopefully by mid-May, that garden will be in and thriving. So that's something to look forward to. Now we're going to take you into the kitchen. I'm going to take like 2 cups, literally, of leftover macaroni, 1 meatball, and turn it into enough food for at least 4 people to have for dinner or lunch. So let's turn the camera around and you are welcome in our kitchen. We have got some leftover pasta here. Not a lot, and 1 meatball. I want to make dinner. I want to serve it with a salad. I could just reheat this and Paul and I would each get a little helping of pasta and a half a meatball. Or what we're going to do is ramp this up just a little bit more. We are going to stretch this little bit of pasta. Do that with 3 eggs, about a 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and a 1/3 cup of mozzarella. That is it. You do not have to use Parmesan and mozzarella. Use any kind of cheese you want. Throw cheddar in there, Swiss, Colby, jalapeno, anything will work, I promise. Wait till you see how easy this is, how you stretch this little bit of pasta into an amazing meal. So the first thing we're doing is we're chopping up the pasta. And we're also going to chop up that meatball because we just happen to have a meatball left over. If you don't have meat, no big deal at all. We're just using up what we have. So he's going to chop that up and we're going to just put it in to our mixing bowl. So the pasta is all chopped up. You can see we even chopped up the meatball. I'm going to take my eggs and I'm going to give them a good whisking. And this is a great way to bulk up leftovers. So I'm going to add the 3 eggs, the 1/3 cup of mozzarella, and the 1/3 cup of Parmesan. And we're just going to mix this together. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, ooh, Emmy, really? Just wait. I've never let you guys down before. I'm not going to start now. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil to this pan. And I'm going to heat it over medium heat until it gets hot. This recipe, you need to use an oven-safe pan. Make sure your pan that you're cooking in can go in the oven. It's got to be oven proof. And I preheated the oven to 350 degrees while the oil's heating up. So now I'm just going to take our mixture and add it right to the frying pan. You could have added more seasonings. You could have added black pepper, garlic, anything you wanted. My sauce was seasoned. It was homemade tomato sauce, so it had basil, garlic, everything in it. And also, I really want the flavor of the cheeses to come through. Now, what we're going to do is just push it down, and we're going to let it cook for just a few minutes until the bottom is done. It's going to be like an omelet on the bottom, a cooked omelet. We're going to give it a few minutes to do that. This cooked for about 2 or 3 minutes on the bottom. What we're going to do is take it and put it in our 350 degree oven for about 10 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it. Again, please make sure your pan is oven safe. This cooked for 10 minutes at 350. It looks so good. It smells amazing. I'm going to be like a mother hen. This pan is so hot. We are going to cut this up and let's see how it came out. Oh, this looks so good. You know how sometimes the first piece doesn't come out so great, but oh, I think this one might. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. You have got a pasta frittata. We just have a chopped salad on the side, chopped romaine lettuce, carrots, celery, some tomatoes, beets, a little balsamic. This is just a great way to stretch some leftover pasta. For a light lunch, a light dinner. We're having it for dinner tonight. I'm sure we'll have a second piece because this looks phenomenal. Just be creative with your leftovers. That meal was a total win. 2 thumbs up, absolutely delicious. I don't think we thought it was going to be as good as it was. My grandmother used to make that years ago, and we would call it fried macaroni. But now things are fancier and it's called like a frittata. But it was so delicious. What a great way to use up what you have. You could add vegetables to that. You could have added leftover meat to it. 3 eggs, stretched it. It was just delicious. And with a salad, perfect. So just another way to think outside the box and transform those leftovers into something different so the family doesn't feel like they're eating the same thing every night, because nobody likes that. I mean, maybe some people do, but I know we don't. So it's always good to put a little spin on it. Now, today's question of the day. What do you think your biggest money-saving tip is when it comes to food shopping? When it comes to buying food, what is the one way you truly know that you save money? Is it couponing? Is it once a month shopping? Is it flyer shopping like we do? We would love to hear that. Please share that with us. It not only encourages Paul and we get so many great ideas from you all, but it also encourages our great frugal family. And we appreciate you taking the time to leave that comment. So thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this time with us. If you'd be so kind, please give this a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so that when we do make a new video, you're notified and then you can come on over and watch it with us. We ask you to stay well. We ask you to be safe. Above all, remember we love you and we wish you blessings. Until our next video, we will see you soon. Bye-bye. The first thing we want to start with is the first thing we want to share with you is so let's turn the kitchen around and you are welcome into a, if they can't, can you pick them up before,